Watching HSC Channel 6 Millennium City. How to build with bricks. Today on Hero Create. Welcome to Hero Creation. I'm Hero GM Ed, and this channel is about playing the super game of the Hero system and other tabletop role-playing games. Gain experience by subscribing, and Marshall strike that notification bell to get a hero alert about new content. First of all, what is a brick? A brick whose main power or ability or characteristic is strength, specifically super strength, and be able to take damage or injury. The first super comes to mind is Superman. Although he has other powers, his main demonstration is his strength. Others include Thor, Thing, Colossus, and so forth. What are some possible special effects or origins? Most popular is you're a mutant or a mutate, such as Beast or the Hulk. You can also be like Iron Man and you can build it in a power suit. Or you were born a god, such as Hercules or Thor, so you're naturally strong based on your race. Or alternative is being an alien like Superman, where Earth's lower gravity or some other source such as the sun gives you enhanced strength. There's no specific skills, perks, and talents that a brick should have. Doesn't mean they're not intelligent or anything, but they usually get by on their muscle, not their brain. Some people will go with that trope, lowering their intelligence just to gain a few points of strength. That's fine too. But you can go against that type, like Beast. He's an intelligent brick. So most bricks tend to have combat skill levels. Sometimes they will have a lower strength and buy martial arts. And also, most bricks will buy a power skill for brick tricks, such as bending metal into a piece of art, for example, or crushing coal into a diamond. The latter, anything that's a combat effect, should have a power associated with it. You can do the coal into diamonds by using a transform, and then you can base it off the brick trick skill, which would lower the cost. Bricks tend to be like quarterbacks in the NFL. They tend to be the ones that get the most notice, and being as such, they would have a pretty good relationship with the police, and they would have a fringe benefit of local police powers, and a positive reputation perk doesn't hurt. The most common power to bricks is strength, and being as such, most bricks in a low power game will be 40 or more, but in a standard super heroic, 60, and of course in more powerful games it's going to be much higher. Also, they would have resistant protection for tough skin to make it difficult to be harmed by attacks as well, so it's great to have a good defense. Other powers could include life support for strong lungs, or telescopic sight for strong eye muscles, etc. There are lots of these pre-designed in the Champion's Powers book, which will make it very easy for GMs and players to make their brick to their liking. Finally, on powers, other great ones are Explosion with Personal Immunity with no range to simulate to be able to do minor earthquakes when hitting the ground, and it gives a little bit more range because of the explosion and area effect. Here's an example power for Shockwave. It's when the brick slams his fist together into the ground and forces a seismic shockwave around him. And that is an area effect with up to 60 strength negative advantage. Hold in the middle. Only affects targets on the ground. Extra time. Does only knock back, not knock down. And also, you can put a limitation on requires a roll. Strength tricks for even cheaper cost. Another popular one is the big wrap up. It's when the brick uses the available materials around him, such as chain link fence, asphalt, I-beams, what have you, and wraps up the target, creating an entangle. Another power is the thunderclap, which deafens everyone nearby, which is done as a hearing group flash. Area effect hole in the middle does knock back, takes extra time because it's time for the sound to reach you, and no range, and it's restrainable. If you tie up the guy's hands, you can't do it. Now we come to complications. A lot of amazing ones come like from the Hulk and Captain Marvel, where they can actually be changed back and forth from their brick identity to their non-strength human identity. Another one is very common is enraged, especially in combat, like the Hulk. And there's a few others such as doesn't know own strength, and so on. There are plenty of complications one can make for a brick. That's what I think about being a brick. Do you agree, disagree? Put it in the comments below. Also check out the links for the Patreon down below. Until next time, heroes, may all your 2-hit rolls be 3.